Hey racers, what's going on? Happy Wednesday, Brianne Showman here. And I wanted to talk with you guys. Actually, let me back up a second. How much do you put an emphasis on what the number on the scale is or what that body fat composition number is? I know I used to put a lot of weight on it. Oh, pun intended. I used to really pay attention to that body composition number. Not so much the weight on the scale, but that body composition number. I wanted to get it to a certain level. I wanted to keep it there. But then I had a realization that it's not, yes, it's important, but it's not as, like, having it low isn't as important necessarily as what we think it is. So several years ago, we're probably looking at about 3 years ago, I was just playing around with my own nutrition. I was kind of using myself as a guinea pig for some different things and got my body composition down to 9%. Yes, as a female, not the brightest idea. It was also unintentional. I did not mean to get it that low, but it did. And when I was that low, like, I absolutely loved how I looked as far as I was very cut. Absolutely loved it. And I thought I was performing well. I was still competing in CrossFit competitions. I was still running. I was feeling really good with how things were going. My training was going really well. But it wasn't something it wasn't a number that was maintainable for me. So over a span of probably about a year, I went up to around 14%. And being at that level, once over that span of that year, my back squat went up significantly. My front squat went up. What I can carry as far as in front of me has gone a lot up. On like a sandbag or bucket carry has gone up significantly. What I can push and pull on a sled has gone up significantly. So once I let myself put a little bit more fat on me, yes, I gained muscle as well in the process, but once I let myself kind of ramp up that body fat percentage a little bit to a higher level, I was actually performing a lot better. So kind of what I want you to get out of this is just a reminder that we all have this like perfect number in our head on what we want on the scale or what we want on a body composition number. But that might not be where you specifically perform best at. Your friend that you train with, yeah, maybe he or she may perform great at one level, but when you're at that level, you might not perform as well. You may need to be a little bit lower or a little bit higher. So just kind of remember that yes, that number is important to a point, but the most important thing is that you are crushing your workouts, that you're crushing your competitions, your races, everything you're involved in, that you are doing really well and performing strong. And you may need time to kind of play with the numbers a little bit, work with someone in order to, get you to one point, see how you perform, see how you perform throughout that process, throughout that range, and really track, maybe you track your 1 rep maxes at those different levels and kind of get an idea of how you're performing at each level to get a good idea of where you're performing best at. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys. I would love to know your thoughts on this because obviously this is my personal experience with this, but I would love to hear anything that you've noticed as you've gone through any sort of weight changes, body composition changes in the dropping or elevating direction. So let me know your thoughts and have an awesome rest of your Wednesday, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.